Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. So guys, today we are going to talk about waves and sound, formula chart, tips and tricks. So are you all smiling? Are you all happy? Yes, you should be because after this session, waves and sound will be on your fingertips. Okay, so myself Sahil Agarwal from IT Indore. So guys, firstly is the general equation of a sinusoidal wave. So as you can clearly see, it is A sine omega t minus kx plus phi. Okay, the important thing is this complete term is phi. This is the amplitude, omega is 2 pi f. This is the angular frequency, k is angular wave number 2 pi by lambda. And what is wave speed? You have to remember it is omega upon k, that is coefficient of time upon coefficient of x. And the important thing to remember is that if k and omega, okay, here k and omega are having opposite signs, then it is traveling along positive x. If k and omega have the same sign, then it is traveling along negative x. Okay, moving ahead, what is the relation between wave speed and the particle speed? So particle speed is equals to minus slope times wave speed. Okay, minus slope times wave speed. And what is slope? Dy by dou x. Okay, dou y by dou x. Okay, then speed of wave on a stretched string, very simple formula, v is equals to under root t by mu. T is tension. What is mu? Mu is mass per unit length or the linear mass density. Next, this is another very important relation guys for waves. V is equals to f lambda. Velocity is equals to frequency times wavelength. Next, what is the power transmitted by a wave? Yes, this is the power transmitted by a wave. 2 pi square f square. F is frequency, A is amplitude, mu is mass per unit length, and v is the wave velocity. And what is the intensity? Just replace mu by rho. Okay, mu is mass per unit length, rho is mass per unit volume. Right, guys? Are you all smiling? Yes. Okay. Then guys, interference of waves. This is a phenomenon that is also used in sound. Okay, exactly similar. And the good part is that is simply added like vectors. Okay, so if you have y1 as this, y2 as this. Okay, so what is the phase difference? The angle phase difference is phi. Okay, so what is the resultant wave after these both waves interfere? So what is interference? Both of these waves have to interfere, so this will be resultant wave. And if you see the AR, resultant amplitude will be this much. बिल्कुल वेक्टर लॉस की तरह है a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos phi, and tan alpha will be this much. It is exactly like vector loss. Okay, moving ahead. Now constructive destructive interference. Constructive means to increase, so cos phi should be 1, phi should be 2 n pi. If you put in the formula you will get this. Cos phi is minus 1 for destructive, phi is 2n plus 1 pi, that is odd multiple of pi, and AR will be a1 minus a2. Okay, then relation between path difference and phase difference, very important thing, the relation between path difference and phase difference. So phi is 2 pi upon lambda, 2 pi upon lambda into delta x. Lambda is the wavelength, delta x is the path difference. For constructive, remember, even multiple of lambda by 2. For destructive, odd multiple of lambda by 2. Intensity is proportional to amplitude square, very important to remember. If you don't remember what is intensity guys, power upon area. Okay, this is intensity. Then what is resultant intensity? This is the formula. If both are equal, then this is the formula, 4i cos square phi by 2. If i1 i2 are different, then this is the formula. Then guys, standing waves. What are standing waves? In which the traveling does not take place. Okay, in which energy propagation does not takes place, unlike the traveling waves. To two waves of equal amplitude and frequency, if traveling in opposite direction, gives standing waves. This is the equation. And what are nodes? For which the displacement is zero. Okay, nodes are the points where displacement is zero, and antinodes are the points where the displacement is maximum. Okay, so this is for nodes, this is for antinodes. Okay, and this is the amplitude. So amplitude is varying with x. Okay guys. Next, standing waves on a string fixed at both ends. So F is Nv by 2L. N gives you the harmonic. N minus 1 gives you the overtone. V is the velocity. L is the length of the string. And this is similar to open organ pipe. Yes, we'll do this in the coming section. Then on a string fixed at one end, we have this formula. Here 2n minus 1 gives you the harmonic and n minus 1 gives you the overtone. This is similar to closed organ pipe. Okay. Then sonometer guys, very simple. F, it is actually what already we have done. Just we have done the summary. So F is proportional to 1 by L, proportional to root T. T is what? Tension, yes. And mu is the mass per unit length. Okay. Now we are moving to sound. So guys, what is a sound? Sound can be presented in the form of a pressure wave, or it can be represented in the form of a displacement wave. The important thing to remember is that both have a phase difference of pi, the pressure wave and the displacement wave. And the relation between pressure amplitude, the relation between variation pressure amplitude and the displacement amplitude is given by this relation. So P naught is beta K S naught. Okay, P naught is beta K S naught. Guys, please quickly make notes with me, then only you will remember this for a longer period of time. Okay. चलो speed of sound v is under root y by rho in solids, in liquids it is under root beta by rho, in gases it is under root gamma p by rho or gamma t by m. Okay, now we know for diatomic it is 7 by 5, for monatomic it is 5 by 3. Yes. Then sound level is given by 10 log 10 I upon I naught. I naught value you have to remember 10 to the power minus 12. I is the intensity, right? Then for open organ pipe, as I already told you, this is similar to string fixed at both ends. But sometimes what happens is in these questions, you have to also take the end correction. Okay, so what is the value of end correction? It is 0.6 R for one side. So two sides, it will be 1.2 R. So instead of L, you will take L effective, that is L plus 1.2 R. For closed organ pipe, you have end correction only on one side. So it will be how much? L plus E. E is how much? 0.6 R. Okay. Moving ahead now, guys, what is beats? So produced when two sources have slightly different frequencies. Okay. And very simple, beat frequency is simply mod of F1 minus F2. Okay. Now you can put a note for this, that waxing, okay, waxing a tuning fork increases its frequency. Guys, just we are talking about the frequency. So if there is a tuning fork, if you wax it, sorry, if you wax it, then it will decrease, it will decrease. Okay, and if you file it, it will increase. Okay, so waxing a tuning fork decreases its frequency, filing increases its frequency. Okay, finally we have Doppler effect. Very simple formula, C plus minus VO upon C plus minus VS. F is the true frequency, this is the apparent frequency, C is the speed of sound in the medium, speed of observer, and the speed of the source. So this plus and minus is adjusted accordingly, such that if observer is moving towards you, frequency increases, going away, frequency decreases. Source moving towards you, then the frequency increases, source moving away, then the frequency decreases. Very simple, guys. So I hope you all understood. So guys, do subscribe the channel and like the channel. Thank you everyone.